Did you know that the Utrecht Botanic Gardens have been keeping track of what plants grow there for hundreds of years? One way they do this is with so-called seed lists that they publish annually.
These bound lists date from 1839, and if I look at the gardens, for example for Utrecht, I can see several species were collected in that year.
In Utrecht, these lists have always been, and still are being, preserved. Now, they form a unique archive containing a rich source of information.
Well, these lists potentially show us when exotic species were introduced into the Netherlands and elsewhere.
The lists also show how species move between different gardens. From this data, we can learn what effect historical events and climate change have had on these movements.
There is just one problem. There are probably more than 20,000 seed lists with hundreds of entries each. That makes it nearly impossible to use the lists for research purposes in a structured way.
Well, we think we can discover patterns within the seed lists. To do this, we need to digitize a substantial portion of the seed lists, and we need to develop the digital tools to access this information. Well, as a scientist, I'm always curious about collections. Being passionate about botanic gardens, I find it really intriguing to see how this data can help us.